Good afternoon, folks. I'm Sean Robert Jacoby with Pooch Booch Brewing, and today we're taking a look at the Delta Brewing System's 14-gallon fermenter. For more of the industrial, kind of scaled up brewing, this is my very first fermenter. I've been brewing in kegs. In future videos, I'm going to be kind of showing you where I started and where I'm going. This channel is mostly dedicated to kombucha. I have started brewing a few other things, but mostly it's about the process of going from kombucha, from 1-gallon jars up to, well, in this instance, a 14-gallon, and then eventually up into, hopefully, a tap room here in Annapolis, Maryland. And so I just kind of wanted to show you what you were getting out of the box, and I was kind of excited about this, so I'm trying to keep unboxing videos for the most part to a minimum. Kind of cool things is this is mostly for beer, but they send a dry yeast which is neat. You've got the washers. Just a key is, from what I understand, is if you plan on doing brewing, like beer brewing or kombucha brewing, you want to get more of these because you want to use one set for beer brewing and one set for kombucha, just because the yeast and the bacteria can affect either system in the adverse. So those are that. I've never opened this before, so this is new. So this is pretty substantial. Like, this is a pretty heavy duty. I was not expecting it to weigh this much. This is a TC tri-clamp. In another video, I'll kind of probably do a little more of a deep dive in showing how this works. This is a 4-inch tri-clamp, which for me, and doing kombucha, what we're going to do is we're going to open this up, and we're going to put a cloth cover on it, and then you're going to get our airflow through there. Probably I'll do some sort of fan in there just to recirculate air, which I'll show you guys later. But that's a pretty substantial. And there's a 1.5-inch tri-clamp for blow-off tubes. For our instances, that's also just going to be for air intake. So both of these are for air intake. So, I mean, I'm very impressed. That's a very sturdy system. And the inspiration for Pooch Booch you may see laying around the house here. And then there we go. Down at the bottom, you've got our very heavy box of stainless steel tri-clamps. And that's pretty much it. We'll just put that off to the side here. And here's our brewing system. I got this on Black Friday. They had 10% off. And so I think I paid $400-ish or so. It's pretty hefty. It's a very nice stainless steel inside. Got markings on the inside to say how much you're at. This is, like I said, a 14-gallon. It looks like you could probably go up to 15 gallons, but with the SCOBY in here, I don't think you'd want to go any more than about 14 gallons. For temperature control, which is very important, I'll be going into that a little bit later of how my setup is. We have a nice neoprene jacket for this guy that will slip on for that. On the inside of here, I'll just go ahead and point this. Very nice mirrored finish, very hefty. On the bottom there, you've got a dump valve. You've got a temperature probe, which will be sticking an ink bird in, and then you've got a sampling valve down here for taking, for my instances, I'm going to be playing around with finding alcohol content and different, finding the right flavors. So that's great. And then this down here is mostly for trub or yeast harvesting. If you're doing beer, for our instances, I'm actually just going to probably be putting a tri-clamp cap on that so that we don't get any kombucha down there. For cleaning instances, I will probably potentially take it off and just use it as a way to take a CIP, which is a cleaning in place, and with a pump, and I will just run desanitization through this. It's nice and low. Now, this particular one does not, oh, and there's the dogs all stacked up. main show there. I don't believe you can stack these, but if you were to do something, since it's nice and low to the ground, you could probably get 2 of these stacked up pretty easily. In the future, I'm hoping to get a second one of these. My wife was like, just buy one right now and then get another right after. And I was like, okay, that's a pretty reasonable thing to say. Her aspect on this is just based off of what they have in the instructions is you want to do 1 soap and water cleaning in this with hot water to get any of the milling oils or whatnot from the stainless steel welding production process. And then after that, you do a sanitization on this guy. So for the Delta Brewing 14, just based on the fact that there is almost nothing out there on the 14. Going forward, I will post another video or a continuation onto this one going forward about the next steps in my process. Thank you very much.